he said that he finished his entire free code camp curriculum in 1 month. And if people, for people who don't know, this is basically free code camp is a biggest free coding platform, like from where you can learn code for free. And the amount of content it has previously, it used to show that it has 180 hours of content on it. Like you need 180 hours, like 30 hours for 6 certifications in total. So this person did it in 29 days, with 59 live streams and a total of 72 hours of live streams. The catch is, Florent Pop is already a software developer. He has experience in software development and software engineer, as he says that he is a professional software engineer and he have been coding since 2013. Now, about me, I am a, see here, here are the 72 hours of video covers HTML, CSS, Flexbox, CSS, Grid, JavaScript, Bootstrap, React, Redux, Node.js, Express, MongoDB, Mongoose. Basically, there are projects along the way which you need to finish to get the certificates one by one. And once you finish the entire certifications, I guess there's also a full stack certificate that you get at the end if you finish everything. That was what used to be the case previously. I'm not sure if it is still the case. So I thought, why not um, try and repeat what he has done, but there's just one difference. I am not a software developer. uh, I have been from IIT Kharagpur, and from there on I started working with World Quant, which is kind of a hedge fund where I create quantitative strategies using fast expressions. Previously, they used to have Python as an option as well, but I have never used Python because I am not a coder. I do knew like some amount of Python, but not advanced Python to be able to implement the strategies I wanted to implement using fast expressions. Where like it was easier when using fast expressions as compared to when I was using Python. So I just kept doing it in fast expressions, because anyway the amount of errors you get is huge and the amount of trial and errors is uh, very much like common when working as a quant finance researcher. At least that's the case with Qual Quant. So I thought, why not challenge myself, because technology is always evolving, and after all, I am from IIT. So I did took a course on C programming in my first year of college, and there I actually scored very good. If as far as I remember, I got A grade, and I still remember people in my class, other people, they were struggling. They were like really struggling. So I thought, why not take this opportunity and try to recreate this entire challenge, and similar way like he did live. I also want to do it live, but the only difference is I do not have any fancy setup, or I don't have any um, prior experience of coding per se. So I will be starting from scratch just like any other person, and let's see where it goes. Let's see how much time does it takes, because on average I have seen people, for people to finish this entire thing, it takes around 6 months. That's on the minimum, and the maximum is people don't even finish it because it's just uh, too much, and that's very common. But I think this would be a really nice idea, because this is more practical and more probable for a person who's actually starting to learn code through Free Code Camp. And I think uh, it would be a good uh, way for people to understand how much time it ideally should take, and not uh, get disheartened if they are not able to achieve something like Florian Pop has achieved in 1 month, because he has prior experience. It was a breeze for him, but for people who are just starting out, it will be a problem, and it should be a problem for me as well. So why not share it? And that's what I thought. Why not share it with people, and for people who are also struggling just like me, who probably would be struggling like me. So yeah. So I right now I have zero certifications. This is my okay. Let me change the tab. Yeah. So right now I have uh, zero certification. As you can see, if you complete, you get a tick on one of these. This is the FreeCodeCamp website. This is the first page you come across once you sign up. And the first is responsive web design certification. Here you will learn about HTML, and then we have CSS box and a little more CSS. I think that's it. Yeah, CSS and HTML. It looks easier, but it's not easy. It's a lot of content and then some projects to complete them. Like there's a survey from this one is required to projects like this. You keep going on, and in the end, you get a certificate. Certificate is not the goal for me. I'm trying to actually learn this thing because technology is always evolving, and not updating yourself if you are an engineer is foolish. So I thought, let me actually take out some time and start working on upgrading my skill sets just for the fun of it. Also, I know a lot of people are uh, telling that AI will take your job, but I don't think that will be the case. AI will definitely help you code faster. There's like a platform called, let me show you. Uh, this I know. Thing is, I know a lot of platforms because I have been working around people. So this is the very well spoken platform, which is GitHub Copilot, and this is something which works alongside your programming window, and it can in real time help you with everything, help you with your code, debugging your code, and also uh, like suggesting what should be the approach you should take to solve a problem. So there has been, as per their data, as per their findings, or as per what they are saying, there have been a 55% increase in the performance of developers here. 55% developer preference. No, 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 wait. I did see a 55. Yeah, 55% faster coding. Yeah, and that's what I've seen. So yeah, it helps you to code faster, but definitely you still need coders. In fact, even at the managerial positions like director of whatever company, whatever tech company, the person who is the director, he has extremely in-depth knowledge about software development or IT or the technology their company is dealing with, because other than that they couldn't have been a director of the company. So it is always ideal to learn more, and I have taken some uh, math courses in my college. uh, Discrete mathematics was one of them, which is uh, kind of also part of advanced courses if you study computer science in any of the colleges and any of the engineering colleges. So there have been some overlaps, but I never really delved fully into coding. But I think the time has come, and this looks like a good opportunity. So what I'm going to do now is I will try and do some problems right now on this stream live. So let me change switch, and this is the platform. So let's go. The first problem, let's see what we have to. Number one, so here's a preview of what you will build. This is a cat photo app. Okay, so it's a this I know. So okay, some background as well about myself. I have been a marketer, so I have worked a lot around WordPress. I have built a lot of WordPress websites, maybe around 100. I have been working in marketing as alongside my quant finance research work, and my marketing role was not a job. I have had multiple agencies, starting with content agency, graphic design agency, and then later on, I have been one of the most respected SEO personnel in Eastern India, and later I also uh, delved myself into performance marketing, and I have worked with a lot of companies. So I do understand the basic syntax of HTML a little bit, because if you know anything about marketing, you will have to tweak some elements of the code at times, because you will have to paste the pixel code of Facebook, or you'll have to paste the Google Analytics code on your Google Analytics code of your Google Analytics platform to your website. So those things require you a little bit of HTML knowledge to understand like where the uh, body of the website's content starts, or where the header of the HTML code is. So these basic elements I do know, but that does not mean that I am a coder, but I do understand some of this. So based on that, this right here, cat photo app, that is the header, and from here we have a photo, which is the body of the content. Then we have some lists. This is a yeah, this is a list, which is bulleted list. This is a sequence list. This is a form, and we have a submit button. That's it. This is what we are trying to build. Fine. So I do understand HTML a little bit. CSS I don't, and JavaScript I don't. I do know a little bit of Python, because I was working in Python with Python in my job as a quant researcher a little bit. But yeah, I do know a little bit of Python, but not a lot of Python. So we have HTML elements. Okay, let's start. So this is HTML elements have an opening and closing tag with content entry as a basic. Yes, that I know. Like there's a heading of one element h1. So we have press check your code button to see if it's correct. Hello world. Sorry, you got us to pass. Okay. What did I miss? Change the text h1 element to from hello world to cat photo app. Okay, I did not read that. So it's a cat photo. As per my understanding, you can actually use space here, but I don't know why they haven't. But let's see. So it's correct. Let's go to the next problem. So let me show you what really did happen. So we are on the uh, second problem, and if you go back to FreeCodeCamp main homepage, this was the first course we were doing. The first one is already marked blue, so which means you have already cleared this. So you can go. I'll keep going through one by one, and you will see that I have never worked on FreeCodeCamp, so this is my first project. Just to reiterate myself once again. Uh, so yeah. So H1 through H6 are the heading elements are used to signify the importance of content below them. Yes, and it is also the font size from my knowledge of working with WordPress. The lower the number, the higher the importance. So H2 elements have less importance than H1. So it says importance. So from my experience, I knew that it was not important, but it was the font size, because if you do H1, the font of the text between them is the highest as compared to H2 and H3, and we have six font sizes. But it says it's about hierarchy. Okay, only use H1 element per page, and only use one H1 element per page and place lower importance headings below. This is actually a good practice for SEO, but not really the only thing you should do. Like you can use multiple H1 elements in your page, because I have done it in the past. But what this has said, I think they are trying to simplify, or I don't know. But let's see. Below the H1 element, add an H1 element with this text cat photos. Fine. We are going to the second line, and we have h2. Okay, let's just yeah, h2, and we have cat photos. Closing it with h2. Done. So we are good to third, which is p element, which is paragraph. Yes, on the text, element h2 element, give it the following: see more cat photos in your gallery. Fine. So we have paragraph, and rather than typing this entire thing, I'll just copy, paste it here. Should be done. Yep, it's done. So commenting allows you to leave messages without affecting the browser displays. I know that. It also allows you to make the code interactive. A comment HTML starts with those. So this is how a comment in HTML. I have worked in C and C++. I think C only, not C++. So there the comments was two backslash like this. Is it backslash or forward slash? It's a forward slash, I guess. I don't know. So example code is like this. So this is how you do. So one bracket, then when exclamation mark, then two dashes. Add a comment above the p element with this. Okay, so I'll just cut this, paste it here. I have it twice. Okay, and we have this text. So I'll just copy this text. No point in wasting time typing things. So this is the comment, and we'll have to finish it with this. So it's a comment. Yeah, we are good. But I did not knew that like the way to put comments in HTML. I only knew about C, but I know how to put comments and why to put comments as well. Like you put comments actually because when you are dealing with a very huge amount of code, you don't know what the other developer has done or what the other developer is trying to do in certain parts of the code. So if you are a good coder, what you would do is always put comments before what you're trying to do, explaining what you have done, so that it helps for others to debug when there's like any issues that comes up, and which is bound to happen. Like the bugs are very natural to occur, so that's why always leaving comments while you are coding is a good practice. So huh, we are on step 5. So we are done with 4 of our lessons. HTML5 some elements that identify different content areas. These elements are HTML user to yes, exactly. And as I've said, I have been an SEO. That's why I know a little bit of HTML, because to become a very good SEO, you will have to understand HTML. For example, one of the why am I teaching this? I don't know, but let me give you a very brief overview. Basically, one of the main elements that affects your website SEO is backlinks, and backlinks are nothing but hyperlinks that are pointing towards your website from other websites. So many of the times the way you will have to put a link on someone else's website to your website is through comments that you can do, although it is not ideal to do so, but you can. It is a black hat or gray hat tactic, but you can if you know what you're trying to do, but don't overdo it. But to do that, you have to do a HTML code, which is bracket, open bracket, ahref equals the link, then close bracket, then the link, then the text that you want to uh, use. So I think as we go ahead, that thing will come up, and I already know that because I've used that code hundreds of times, like more than 100, because I have worked with multiple SEO companies. So almost a few lakh of times I have used that code on other websites. So I do know about that. So the basic uh, way of coding in HTML, I'm uh, very, mm, what should I say? Like I at least know the syntax, not all the syntax, but at least I know how the code begins and ends. The style of coding basically in HTML. I'm very uh, conversant is a word. Let me check. Conversant, familiar. Yeah, conversant is a word. Okay, so I'm very conversant with HTML. That's what I was trying to say, but I was not sure if conversant is actually a word. Okay, so we are on the 5th. So the main element is used to represent the main content of the body of the HTML document. Content inside the main and should be unique to the document. It should not be repeated in other parts of the document. Okay. Yes, and we have identify the main section of the page by adding a main opening tag before the h1 element and main closing after the p element. So we have h1 here. We will put a main and then see more cat photos. After this, we'll put a main. So that should work. Yes, we have cleared the code passes and we are on step 6. Previous step, you put h1, h2 element and two elements inside the main element. This is called nesting. Yes, I know that. Nested elements, this I know because I have done C programming in my college. A nested element should be placed two spaces further to the right of the element they are nested in. This spacing is called indentation and is used to make HTML easier to read. Here is an example of nesting and indentation. Okay. So we have main H1, most important content of the document, and this the spacing is important. So the H element, and the comments are indented two spaces more than main element of the code. Use the space bar on your keyboard to add two more spaces in front of P element. So it's just very easy. We have added, and that's just done. So we are done with it. Let's go. You can add images to your web using IMG element. IMG elements have an opening tag, closing tag, tag for element, which closing tag is self closing tag. Okay, okay. Uh, Add an IMG element below the element. At this point, no image will show up in the browser. Okay, because there's no link of the image, right? So we just used IMG tag. Wait, IMG element. So that's just it. I think. Yeah. Now this is how you put. I know that you have to put a source of the image after the IMG tag. HTML attributes are special words used inside the opening tag of an element to control the element's behavior. The SRC attribute is an IMG element specifies uh, the image's URL where the image is located. Here's an example of IMG element with the SRC attribute pointing to FreeCodeCamp's logo. Fine. So we have inside the existing IMG tag add SRC attribute with this URL. So I'm gonna copy this. We go here, space SRC, which is the attribute, put double quotes, and I think we are done. That's a cute guy. Okay, we're on step 9, so we are done with 8 steps. All IMG elements should have an alt attribute. The alt attribute text is used to, yes. So this was also something very useful in SEO. So I know this. So here the alt attribute is a cat for people who are like the image. If this image doesn't load, this is the text you see on the website. If you have ever worked with WordPress or um, any of the CMS, which is content management systems. Inside the IMG element, add an alternative attribute with this text. Okay, fine. I just copy this, uh, go here, put a space, put alt, then double quote, and I think we are done. Yes, we are done. Step 10, you can link to another page with an anchor text. This is what I was trying to tell you. This particular code is so useful if you are an SEO. So it's very common for me to use this. I have used this like millions of times. I know. Add. I know how to use this. So add an anchor element paragraph that links to this. At this point, the link won't show up in the preview. Okay, because there's no text. You'll have to put some text in between this for the this link to show up. Okay, so we have a href equals the link and this no wait, and then we close the thing and we should be we are. So this is the free code camp advertisement. I guess they are asking for uh, donation because it's a free platform. uh, I will donate once I finish the entire certification. That's what I have thought. Yes, I will become a supporter once I've done all the courses on FreeCodeCamp for sure. Okay, give me a minute. Let me. I have some work at my hand right now. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be back. Also, let me put my laptop to charge because I think the charge might go off anytime because if you're live streaming, it uh, consumes a lot of battery of your laptop. So I'll just turn off the microphone for a few minutes, plug in the charger, and we'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back. So, yes. So we have linked text must be placed between the opening and closing tags of an anchor element. Yes, I know. So it says click here to go to freecodecamp.org. So I add this anchor text. As I've said, now it will start showing. This is the anchor text. It says link to cat pictures. And we have passed with fine colors. Let's go. We are on step 12. You can turn any text into a link, such as the text inside of P element. Okay, so we have, I think, free code. Is it? Okay. So we have uh, in the text of P element turn the words cat photos, okay, into a link by adding opening and closing. Uh, just a second, yeah. Hmm. Um, Opening and closing anchor tags around these words, then set the href attribute to this. So we are to a href equals uh, and we have cat photos, right? Okay. I think we are good. http freecatphotoapp.com. I think yes, we have passed the challenge. Go to the next one. Now you have turned the text cat photos and the p elements into a link. You don't need the second link below the p element. Delete the entire anchor element below the p element. Okay, this one is not necessary, so we can remove this. We are good to go. To open the links in a new tab, you can use target attribute on the anchor element. Attribute specifies where to open the link document. Target underscore blank opens the link document in your. Here's the syntax for the element. So here we have to target attribute target equal to underscore blank. So add target element to the blank underscore blank to element so that okay. So we are here. We can add target equals bracket underscore blank. Blank should be good. Yeah, we are good. In the previous step, you use anchor element to turn text into a link. Other types of content also turn into a link by wrapping it in anchor tags. Example of turning an image into a link. Okay, yes. So turn the image into a link by surrounding it with unnecessary unnecessary element tags. Use this. Okay. So this is the so good coding is doing a different line. href use equals this is the there is no target attribute right here. So we have this, and then at the end we'll put I think it should be good. Yeah, we're good. Step 16. Before adding new content, you should make use of a section element to separate the cat photos content into future content. Okay, so section is like this. You have a section, and you have section. Take your h2 element P and anchor A element and nest them in a section. So here we are going here. Let me add a section. H2 element P and A here. Uh, do look at my indentation because what really I'm trying to do is create a clean code for people to understand. See the indentation, the main and section is here, and exactly the same here as well. It is clean coding so that people can understand. We are done. Step 17 is time to add new section, add a section element below the existing sections. Right. So we have section and also a closing section, I guess. Have section. Yep. In the second section, you add a new h2 element with the text catalyst. Okay, h2 we have cat lists h2. No, okay, h2. Should be good. Yes, we are. When you add a lower rank heading element to the page, it's implied that you are starting a new subsection. After the H2 element of the second section element, add H3 element with this text. Things cats love. So we are here, go forward ahead. H3, we'll put things cats love. We have H3, we're good. To create an unordered list, you can use the UL element after the H3 element with things catalog text add unordered list. So we are going to unordered list element. Note that the nothing will reflect. Yes, unordered list को close भी कर देते हैं. ये तो इसके बीच में क्या करना है? लिस्ट आइटम लिस्ट आइटम cat name. You can see the same code being reflected in live on the right, so that you know what you're doing. Cat lib a9. Then we have laser pointers. Then we have a small mistake, syntax error. We have lasagna. Yep, okay, good. We're on step 22. After the another list, add a new image which shows attribute of this. Okay. Hmm. So the code was imgsrc equals this code. Then we have alt attribute as well. The alt is, I just copy this text. This is the alt. We are done, I guess. Yes. So we now have lasagna in here. The figure element represents self-contained content and will allow you to associate an image with a caption. Nest the image you just added with a figure element. So you'll have to nest it with figure. I don't know what this figure does. This is the first time I'm using it. First time I'm seeing it as well. Figure, okay. Fig caption element is used to add a caption to describe the image contained within the figure. Okay, this is the image. Example of fig caption element with this figure. We have fig caption, a cute cat. Okay, so we are doing fig caption for cats love lasagna. So it should go somewhere here. We should write fig caption. I have never used it. This is the first time, but we have fig caption. And it says here, it says cats love lasagna. We are good. Okay, just give me a few seconds. Uh, just a few seconds. Yes, I'm back. So it says to place emphasis on a specific word or phrase, you can use a em element. Emphasize the word love. Okay, em, and we have. I think that's how it needed to be done. Yes, we're good. Field element, add another h element with the text. Okay, so we have h3 of this. I'm not gonna write this. So just copy, paste it here. H3. Wait, we're good. Yes. The code for order list is OL, and order list was UL. Yes, the list items in the order list are numbered when displayed. After the second section, where last HT element, here is an ordered list. So we have ordered, ordered list. Go for a list element. We have free treatment, list element, in a list element, thunder, thunder, list element. We have list elements of other tags, list element, and then we go back to closing the ordered list. Should be okay. Yes, we are good. So the order list add in the figure element. Okay, figure. We should close the figure as well. Figure. Okay. And so the figure element you added next an img element. Okay, img with the src attribute of this thing. This thing in copy. It's a file name, and that's the instructions, and we are good to go. Now you have to improve accessibility. You have to. This is see to improve accessibility, which is exactly like the means it is uh, good for SEO as well, because SEO is nothing but making your website user friendly, and accessibility is synonymous to people like finding it easier to understand. Okay, there's a call coming on my phone, so I'll just uh, mute this stream for a few seconds. Okay, guys, it was a spam call, just like most of the calls I get these days. To improve accessibility of the image, you have to add a alt attribute. Alt attribute added. We have this is the alt attribute. Okay, I'm missing the full stop here. 5 cats. We are good. Okay, once again we have this become a supporter ad, but I don't mind. Let me go back and show you what's what does it look like the learn page. Just a second. So this is the learn page now. We are on the main page where we started. This is the course we were doing, and here you will see these all the boxes have been turned blue. So we have done until 30, and from 31 we are starting. After 69 we are going to be starting CSS, the basics of CSS, then CSS colors, then we are doing learn HTML form to building a registration form, then we'll do a survey form. This is a project which is essential to get the certification. Then we'll do CSS box, then CSS pseudo selectors, responsive web design, CSS variable, CSS grid. It's a lot, you know. There's a lot. There's a lot to be done. The last one is even huge. CSS transforms by building a penguin, and then we can go and claim the certification. No issues. We are live, and okay. Let's switch back to what we were doing. Ask me later. Yes. So after the last IMG element, add a fig caption. Yes. You can add a fig caption. Go ahead. We'll do a fig caption of what? Cats hate other cats. Full stop. Fig caption. And our code passes. Look at the things we are building. It's pretty cute. We have a caption. Three things it hates. Three things it loves. The strong element is used to indicate the some text in this is strong. The fig caption you can just add hate in the strong word. So we have here strong, only the hate word, right? So strong should be good. Yeah, good. Let's move on. So give me a few seconds. It is time to add a new section. Add a third section element with the second section element. So this section element have finished. We have a section, and also ideally always coded back with a closing section of section. Yeah, moving on. We have multiple sections, and our thing is going pretty good. Okay, I'll take a little pause from the live stream now, uh, but I think I'll be back. Let's hope how. Also, this is the first time I'm streaming from my laptop because in the past I was streaming from my iPhone and the audio on that is pretty good. I think I'm not sure about the audio, like the microphone of my laptop because it's not MacBook. So I will end the stream for now, but I'll come back again uh, around 3 p.m. after a couple of hours, and we'll start again from this point onwards.